We have always wanted to fly like birds in the sky, able to rise and soar, veering left or right, to go wherever we want to go through the air and safely land. The Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville, were the first to do this, and the story of how they did so is wonderful. Imagine two brothers, intensely close to each other, running a bicycle shop in Dayton, Ohio at the turn of the 20th century, together developing an obsession to create a flying machine. It took 4 years of concerted effort, full of setbacks. They did lots of research, had lots of discussions, and they first built a glider and tried it out on a windy coast of sand dunes at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, flying it, crashing it, learning from it, then taking what they learned back to Ohio to build a better glider. Then finally they built a glider with a gasoline engine on it and shipped their new flyer to Kitty Hawk. They flipped coins over who would go first. Every attempt to fly was dangerous, likely to result in a crash. It wasn't just a matter of getting the airplane off the ground. It was mostly a matter of achieving stability once in the air. And on December 17, 1903, on a cold and windy winter's morning, with Orville on board, bouncing around in the wind, the airplane actually flew for 120 feet in 12 seconds and landed. The brothers took turns, and each had a chance to fly the airplane that morning for longer and longer distances for up to almost a minute, and they had done it. They had achieved their dream. Until then, most people thought it was impossible, and that it was crazy to try what the Wright brothers accomplished that morning. Wilbur later described the feeling of flying as a combination of perfect peace and enormous nervous excitement. It took a while for the news to get out and for the world to wake up to this astonishing story, but finally, the hard-working Wright brothers gained all the fame they deserved, along with considerable wealth, and the world was changed after that. Sadly, Wilbur died young from typhoid fever at age 45, but Orville lived long enough to see their invention further developed into something that could carry multiple passengers, get powered by jet propulsion, and, to his dismay, get used to fight wars. He said he had no regrets about inventing the airplane. He compared it to the invention of fire, which can be deadly dangerous, but which has also been used to do a lot of useful things. Well, I'm a distant admirer of theirs. I well remember my first flight as a little boy, hearing the jet engines roaring, feeling pushed back against the back of my cushioned seat as the plane tilted up and rose from the runway up into the blue sky, from which I could see the streets, buildings, and fields down below. It was a magical feeling.